Recognizing and dealing with stress. During the presentation, we will discuss what stress is, stress in the body's reaction, happiness and fulfillment, managing and responding to stress, and why it is important. So we all have our idea of what stress is, as well as we've all dealt with stress on some occasion. But what exactly is stress? What is the scientific definition of stress? Stress is a state of mind and or mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. Stress has a negative effect on the human body's nervous system, hormones, and heart. Stress in the body's reaction. Stress in the body's reaction to the nervous system, which includes our brain, our spinal cord, our nerves. The nervous system consists of the brain, spine, and nerves specifically throughout the body. The nervous system monitors and senses that a situation is stressful, which causes psychological change. Stress also affects the hormones. When stress levels are high, the human body begins to produce higher levels of cortisol, which is a long-term stress hormone. Higher levels of cortisol affect the human body's sleep, appetite, and thyroids. High stress levels of stress cause us to crave comfort foods high in fat and interferes with good rest. So that's where situations arise where weight gain comes about, or even a decrease in appetite where someone loses weight or become ill. The human body, the human mind is a very, very powerful organ. Stress also affects our heart. Stress causes an increased heart rate that speeds up blood flow, increasing blood pressure, possibly resulting in disease and stroke. Increased heart rate can cause an abnormal heart rhythm or a muscle issue. With that being said, stress is very important to be managed. So we're going to talk a little bit about happiness and fulfillment. There are three terms to refer to when it comes to happiness and fulfillment. The terms optimism, hardiness, and self-efficacy play a role in managing and responding to stress. Optimism, you should expect to achieve the best, to have high expectations. With hardiness means to be courageous. Self-efficacy is related to a person believing in themselves. So that's where your self-value comes in. And of the three, optimism, hardiness, and self-efficacy, that has a lot to do with self-esteem as well as stress management as well. To be courageous, to just think a lot of yourself. These terms will help manage stress and remind an individual where they're going. Managing and responding to stress continued. Some ways to manage or respond to stress. These four words are something to refer to. You want to avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. Avoid unnecessary stress. Not all stress can be eliminated, and it is not healthy to avoid things that should be addressed, but definitely avoid unnecessary stress. Alter situations. Express how you feel. Be willing to compromise. Be assertive, and manage your time well. Time management is very important. That way you're not crunched for time to beat deadlines, or when it comes to being on time for work or on time for events. That is a very common stress factor. Adapt. If you can't change it yourself, adapt to the change. What do they say? If you can't beat them, join them. Avoid problems, find advantages, adjust your personal standards, and focus on the positive. So always try to find the positive in a sticky situation. Let's say you're having to stay longer at work. Okay, well, in that situation, you may feel, oh, I had so much to do today. I really need to get home. But look at the bright side. You're at possible chances for overtime, which will give you more income. You have to find the positive situation in any stressful situation that comes about. Accept what you can't change and try not to control the uncontrollable. Learn to forgive. So if there's a particular person that has caused stress on you, or that has done something to you that has affected you in a mentally stressful manner, forgive that person. In that case, I would suggest to adapt, as well as trying not to control the uncontrollable. With specifics on, let's see, if you have to be at work and there's nothing that you can do about a event that someone invited you to because you have to work, don't get stressed out about not being able to make it. Just let it go.